This is my stiletto sound.
Bad thing. She did a bad thing.
And we are live. Guess who's in the house, y'all? Can you tell? Ha ha ha. That is the fabulous Mr. Larry Bagby. And I think I'm just going to shut up and let him play something. You were playing something really good a second ago.
This is your theme music.
This is my stiletto sound.
Bad thing. She did a bad thing. But she's going to do some good things now. She's not that bad, but she just likes to pretend she's above bad, just like me. I say I'm kind of a bad boy, but with a good heart. Player with a heart. Does that even make sense? I think most of the women I dated would not agree with. They don't think that you can have a heart and be a player too. Until I pick up the guitar and I play a guitar. They don't mind me playing guitar. I just should not play their hearts, they say. So, I love them all. I still miss you all. You know who you are. Call me anytime. Girl, I'm sorry that you met me. Now you love me. I can't tell you that I feel the same way too. I don't know just what it is that makes them love me, but I'm guessing it's the singing and playing that I do. 'Cause I'm a waste of time for you. And I'm not the kind of guy for you. I'll be your lover, I'll be your friend, but I can't say I'm gonna commit, 'cause I'm a player. Yes, I'm a wanderer from the start. Girl, I'm sorry that you thought that meant forever. I'm a wreck, I'm a mess for living life this way. But I guess they should have told you that you better watch yourself for guys that like to play. 'Cause I'm a waste of time for you. I'm not the kind of guy for you. I'll be your lover, I'll be your friend, but I can't say I'm gonna commit, 'cause I'm a player. Yes, I'm a wanderer, yes, I'm a loser, 'cause I'm a Larry, I'm a player. Yes, I'm a wanderer from the start. Thank you very much.
Woohoo!
How's that for an intro?
I
made a bunch of new
it.
fans.
Actually, you did. You've got David Applegate, Soho in the house. That is the guy I went to high school with, listening in, going, oh, yeah.
Oh, is that Christina Applegate's brother?
No.
Married with children?
No,
Okay.
no. Just
How you doing? What's his name?
David Applegate.
David Applegate. David Applegate, how are you? Okay. We're going to put a song to everybody's name here today.
There you go. I think that would be fabulous. I'm so glad you made it and you found us, Larry.
I found myself when I found you guys.
There you go. It's
I
cool
got
place.
lost. I get lost. I really do get lost in my own neighborhood. I just don't pay attention to things sometimes, because I'm thinking in my head and I'm not like paying attention to what's going on around me while I'm spinning in circles. And the freeways, you miss your turn, it's going to take you another 10 minutes to get back around. But,
Well, that, and if you're on the 610 loop, it may take you an hour and a half.
And if you're loopy on the 610 loop, then you got a problem. But I'm happy to be here, and thank you for your patience. And please know that I meant no disrespect. I'm a moron.
You're not a moron. You're just not used to Houston.
That's true.
I was posting how traffic sucks here. There's always something going on. There's always some kind of bottleneck disaster. I mean, we just live with it. We're used to it. And being from L.A.
Yeah, we get used to that stuff too.
Holy
Smog, traffic.
mother of Bob.
Yeah.
There are traffic reports 24/7 there.
it's bad news. Like you really have to give yourself to get somewhere that's a half hour away.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give yourself 2 hours.
That's insane.
Because you just don't know.
No, and I don't know, man. I don't understand how people can live like that and go to work, take an hour and a half to get 10 blocks down the road or something.
You live in your car in L.A., which is why people spend more on their cars than their apartments, I think.
Well, yeah, but that, and I also know the real estate market there is through the yin-yang right now. People live in hotels.
I think
for their
that's
whole
officially
life.
what they say now. It's like the economy's through the yin-yang.
Yeah, yin-yang. It's a dollar value.
It is.
Which means more than I have in my wallet.
It's actually the Chinese yin-yang.
There you go.
I think that's what it is.
Oh my God, you're going
Chinese yin-yang.
You're going to be a hoot Saturday night, aren't you? Are you looking forward to playing down in Pasadena?
No, I hate playing music.
Yeah, I can tell.
It makes me sick.
You're smiling because it's a fake smile, I'm sure.
I would if I could, I would just sit here like this and we would just talk and I would play music, and that's what I love. I love people and I love music and food.
I think you've hit all three for me. A beer. I like beer.
Sure. I'm not as big of a fan. I didn't grow up doing any drinking. I've done some, in my time, and I'm not proud of it. But I've kind of tried. I enjoy the food so much more, and it just ends up making me really hungry. So I figure, let's just cut to the chase. Where's the chocolate cake?
Anyone who can make peanut butter tres leches cake out there, call me.
Please do send in those treats here. The children are starving for your desserts. Chocolate peanut butter. I'm a big chocolate peanut. Anything rich in that regards. Where you have to have it'd be good to have some milk or water
or coffee.
I do like. Yeah, I like the. I really like the smell of coffee.
You're not a coffee drinker?
I know I do drink a little bit of coffee. I'm not gonna lie.
I drink a little,
but I like I like the rock stars, and that stuff's not good for you.
I'm addicted to Monster Mocha Locas, and I drink about a pot of coffee every day.
Okay. How many pots have you had today?
Well, I only had maybe a half a pot this morning, and I've had 2 Monster Mocha Locas, so I'm usually going doop. Oh my God, energy drink and caffeine together. What's not to love?
It's a big deal, and there's so many of them now.
Right. Well, the only one I like is that one. The Starbucks doesn't hit it for me for some reason.
The Mocha Loca
by Monster. Mocha Loca.
Sounds like we need to write a song about the Mocha Loca, Mocha Loca.
Keep going.
Mocha Loca, Mocha Loca, Mocha Loca. I think it's a Hawaiian hit.
So I got to tell you something. You just really and truly, before you got here, you gave me such good, cool mom points with my daughter. It's first time here on the studio, and she was such a Buffy fan. And when she saw that, she's like, "Oh my God, Mom!"
That's awesome.
You've had an amazing career.
I've been very lucky and blessed, I should say. I've been doing it for a long time, however. And it's not come overnight.
No.
I've been doing this since I was, I started professionally when I was 12 years old.
Okay,
So
and I
I'm
happen to know
now.
there's a certain something that influenced your music career at that age, and that would be?
At that age, Elvis Presley was, that was one of the first.
What happened?
It was him and Michael Jackson.
Oz?
Honestly. Oh, The Wizard of Oz. Did you read that somewhere?
We have our ways of finding things out.
So this was the first thing. I still have it memorized. Once upon a time, I worked for a circus and I lived in Omaha, and I lived in Omaha. I'm not kidding you. And it was that high. Well, I haven't got a man for the big band, but I lived in Omaha. That was it. That changed my life, and I think there were kids that just were blown away. They thought, that guy's going somewhere, that Wizard of Oz. So that's what happened. It got me fired up. It was music, and being on a stage and having people watch and be fascinated or entertain them. That's what did it. I think that was the first thing I remember.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It made you feel that certain something that nothing else ever hit.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew I wouldn't develop any other life skills at that point. I'm real good at singing and acting, but I can't tie my shoe.
And did your parents try and point you in a different direction, or did they say, you know what, you are good, do it?
That's exactly what they said.
That's cool.
They still say it. They still believe it.
That is so cool. Yeah, he was telling me all about his parents, and they sound a lot like mine, which is a way cool thing.
They're still together.
Yeah.
A lot of love in that family, and it's a great place to go to. And I even spent. It wasn't by choice, but I had a little time in my life not too long ago where I had to go back home, and I was grateful that I had even a place to go, and let alone the place I grew up in, and I enjoyed it. My parents have actually kind of taken my dog over because I travel so much.
The little white one?
The little white Maltese.
Aw, she's so cute.
I'm not gay. But my dog is.
He has good taste.
To my left leg.
There's no film footage, and there won't be.
Lady, her name is Princess Leia.
Princess Leia?
My sweet little Maltese. Oh, come and hump Daddy's left leg. Sweet little dog that likes to hump my leg. What will the neighbors think? What's that? So she's a very sweet dog, and Princess Leia, you had to do something to kind of show the man in me. So I went Star Wars route. She is quite the princess. She thinks she gets spoiled. And I thought I spoiled her, but then she ended up at my mom and dad's, and yeah.
You know what? My taco dog, my parents feed her breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks.
You got a little Taco Bell, what do you call those?
Taco dog is what I call her. She's a Chihuahua.
Uh-huh.
Shady, the taco dog, yes. And she is like a perpetual 2-year-old for my parents. And they adore her.
When parents want to keep nurturing, I think that's the thing, is like they want to put it in something. So
yeah,
that's why we try to go back, and we get we get jealous of our dogs.
Oh, I
because
don't.
It's like, why are you spending so much extra time making that dog food when I need food?
Seriously,
my mom will go on the El Polo Loco run for the dog.
Oh no, my mother gives my dog eggs, bacon, and toast.
Sounds good.
For breakfast. She gets to sit in my dad's lap and eat it off his plate.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. My childhood dog, Sam, which, yes, my daughter was named after my childhood dog. Thank you very much. He was a good dog. Sam,
you're prettier than the dog. You really are.
She is. She's very beautiful.
Yeah,
she's a beautiful girl.
She's a beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
Just like her mother.
Oh, thank you. But I know he's spinning in his grave every time Shady pops up in my dad's lap and just licks that plate clean. And I'm like, really, Daddy? Are you serious? Well, she likes it that way. And I'm like, I don't even want to know.
They got, these dogs. There are some dogs that are just more spoiled than others.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think it's the parents, like you said, they still want to love and nurture and all that. And I think it's great. I mean, she is the most spoiled little dog, and she is happy as can be. So why not?
Right. How old is she?
She will be 4 this Halloween. She was a
gonna
black
have
dog born on Halloween.
Wow.
Yeah.
The 31st.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Halloween.
Oh, I do too. Oh my God.
I like the fall. I'm a fall guy. I found there's something about the fall. I like the a little bit cooler, but the colors, the feeling. I'm always fall. I fall a lot.
Well, after this summer, when that cool air kicks in, it seems to wake up everything in your body, and it's like, woohoo, something good's coming, because the holidays are going to be around, and I like like the holidays. I mean, it's about family and friends and fun. It's not about, who can spend the most on a stupid Christmas present that most people are going to put in a drawer anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I would rather spend money on having people come over and,
it's like the time that you spend with it. Yeah, and I think you're right. It is. The fall is like it's a cozy season.
It is.
It's a time where people kind of want to come inside because it's cooler and get together and eat and laugh. I like. That's why I think food is such an important part of life.
Oh, it is.
It's an opportunity for people to gather and break bread. I mean, even Jesus taught us that.
Oh yeah.
The Last Supper. I mean, Jesus, he didn't need to eat if he didn't want to eat. But food is a beautiful, wonderful thing that we've been given.
It is.
And it's got great colors, and sometimes it's overprocessed and overpriced.
Well, I like to cook, and I think that food that you cook with love nourishes your body more than something that you would go have at a restaurant. I really think that what you put into it
What a burger, though.
Well, yeah.
In and out.
If you're
Okay.
sharing
No,
Whataburger
you're
with
right.
someone you love,
If
yes.
you maybe prepare it after it's been prepared.
Or share your French fries, because that's
There
hard
you
to do.
No, but you're right. It is about the preparation and
Mm-hmm.
the presentation, but the hands of love. I recently auditioned, I kid you not, for this cook show because I don't know how to cook. And I want to be able to one day like cook it like an anniversary meal for my mom and dad. That's all I want to be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, when I find that girl that the next victim, I mean,
Volunteer.
Yeah, volunteer. I would like to be able to. I'd like to be able to cook. So I auditioned for this Food Network show, and I'm in the mix for one of the famous guys that I forget who are a couple of these guys on the cook shows that have all these shows.
Oh, I have no
Anybody
clue.
watch Food Network?
I used to, but I gained too much weight.
It's. I mean, that is addicting. Those foods just to watch. That's why I like when they cook in front of you.
I used to eat popcorn and watch The Biggest Loser.
Well, we all
Oops.
like to watch the Bigger Losers.
Well, I mean, I felt so thin.
Was it real popcorn? Or was it like Orville Light?
Oh no, I want all the butter, and actually, I have this recipe where I toss Heath bars. If you crush those, and
you're talking
toss
about the
them-
salty sweet situation.
Yeah, you take a Heath bar while the popcorn's cooking in the microwave, and
my
you kind of
gosh.
chop it up, and as soon as the popcorn comes out, just kind of sprinkle it in there and shake and sprinkle.
That sounds really good.
Oh, it's freaking awesome.
Can we do that right now? Can we stop the show and have that as a snack? Is it
Sam,
snack
you want to
time?
do a popcorn and beer run?
That sounds good because my sister makes this where she drizzles white chocolate
Yeah,
over that kind of thing. It's so good. I love the salty sweet.
I do too. And
Like
actually,
chocolate covered pretzels. It's a good idea.
Oh, I do a cookie at Christmas. I'll have to send you some with the cowboy cookies.
Cowboy cookies.
I do. It's strictly pretzels, and it's a Rolo chocolate. You put it in the oven for 5 minutes and pop a pecan on top and smash it down. Perfection.
Done.
It is so easy.
I think everybody's really hungry right now. I bet the whole world. Everyone stopped. Let's take a break. Let's take a break, and you guys go to your shelves and get your popcorn out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, do that. Okay, I tell you what. Turn the volume up, and I'll get Larry to sing to you. What's a good song for going to
Food?
the refrigerator? Yeah. You got a refrigerator walk the line song?
I'm sure. Let's see. What do I have that's a good kind of foodie? Oh, I'll give you something that's kind of the home, kind of coming back home.
Okay, there you
I'll
go.
play a song called Back Home.
Okay.
So getting back to that, whatever's home to y'all. I think we're always searching for that comfort. But, picture the fall, and it's cold outside, and you've been outside for a little while, and you get to step in, and there's a warm fire, and friends, and family, and food ready to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear this song. It's called Back Home. Everything nothing ever stays the same. Well, things were safe and things were tame, but now my world's a dangerous game, and I just need someone better be in my life. So lend me your ear, 'cause I'm rolling, falling. Can't you hear me calling? Please won't someone help me find my way back home? And I'm hurting, crying. Can't you hear me dying? Please won't someone help me find my way back home? With your help, I can be something greater. Soon you'll see that I'm a man who constantly just give it back. So set me free, and I just need someone better in my life. So lend me your ear, 'cause I'm running, crying. Oh, can't you hear me dying? Please won't someone help me find my way back home? And I'm hurting, trying. Can't you feel me lying close to you? I need you by my side. Please help me, I'm lonely. Please help me, I'm lonely. Help me back home. Help me, oh, I'm crying for your love. Just help me up above. Help me, I'm lonely.
Woohoo! If I yell too quickly, you end up hearing it when I play it next time. If I screw up before you finish, it's like, okay, I'm going to wait.
She jumped the gun.
I know. I get so excited. I absolutely love the live sets. There's nothing like live music.
Yeah, because it's a vibration. You know, it's even people that can't hear feel it. You know, and that's the key. I think music that truly comes from within, and I think that's what artists struggle with, because everybody's got a producer or other writers, and there's always that dilemma of you should sing this song or do that song, but if you don't feel it, if it's not coming from a true place, it's really hard to get that. People don't believe it unless you've really been there or you understand what that is.
Yeah.
Elvis picked great songs. He wasn't the songwriter, but he knew what songs he connected with.
Well, it's kind of like someone trying to sing the blues. If you haven't been there, how are you going to sing it?
Right.
I mean, really and
that's
truly.
why I think country music's changed a lot, because a lot of these guys were real poor, cotton fields, and music was there. It was gospel because it was what kind of saved them and kept them happy and their spirits up. Now we're dealing with a real pop world and pop culture, and how much do we really suffer? There's a lot of people suffering out there, but we have a lot of cushion, and I say if you really want to be a songwriter or an artist that really feels it, be prepared for the worst to come your way. And it seems like in order to really understand it, you got to lose everything to appreciate what it is.
One of my favorite sayings is that a clay pot sitting in the sun is merely a clay pot. It takes the white heat of the fire to become porcelain. You know?
It's like the clay maker's the hands of the fire, the refiner's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We let go, and I think that's the goal, is letting go of ourselves and focusing on other people. We don't realize how much more joy we will actually experience until we just start giving. That's actually who I'm here with today. It was a family that's helped me along the way is Nelda Faulkner and her wonderful family. I met her daughter here in Houston several years ago, and it didn't work out the best as far as our relationship, but I became friends with their family, and they've been very supportive. But talk about a family that truly gives. They just went and did some work in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Her husband is a podiatrist, and so does feet work, and went and did a bunch of free work just for those that are suffering with foot problems.
And you know what? That is absolutely fabulous. I love the Doctors Without Borders, and anytime
by the
you
way,
help.
I should shout out if anybody's looking for a good foot doctor. It's
there you go. Yeah.
Don Faulkner, and he's in Houston, just at Memorial.
Inbox Larry if you can't find him, because he knows the number.
Yeah, we should put that link on the website. Actually,
yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's amazing, and it's inspiring to try to surround myself with people that are service oriented, and it teaches me, and they also serve me a lot, which is a nice thing.
It's almost like, you know, when you are out there and you're working to help somebody else, it's amazing the people that want to help you do that. It snowballs, and I think it's so fabulous. I mean, that's how I found this station, was trying to help somebody else, and it's snowballed. And
isn't that amazing? It's when we're just, it's like put your mind to giving of your time.
It is.
I think it's a hard concept, though. It's like give your needs met, not get them.
Exactly.
But if you want something, give it and watch it come in full circle quickly and in a major way.
And a friend of mine said, "Oh, so you're a pay it forward kind of gal?" And I said, "No, I'm a pay it first kind of gal. I don't care what's coming after.
That's amazing.
I will
That's
do
a good attitude.
Something good for you just because I can."
There's a country song. We ought to write that one.
There you go.
Pay it first.
Pay it first.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's, it's a similar concept. Any book you read on money, how to get rich. Every millionaire I've ever read always says give 10% to God or to an organization that gives back to feeding the homeless or whatever.
Exactly.
10%. It's not easy for people to give, but the idea is like if we can, like you said, pay it first. It's like I've heard prophets of our day say, I can't afford not to pay my tithing. In other words, like it's truly a blessing to give. And that's something that I've always been able to, even when I'm not living my life completely the way I want to. That tithing rule is such a powerful rule. I've always been taken care of because I put that first.
It's funny because I grew up Southern Baptist, but I don't attend a regular church. I would rather be outside. That's my church, but I look very hard to find ways to donate and tithe to people that are doing what I feel, or rather, when I feel that I need to give, I do. But the 10% rule, I pass that. I don't stick on the 10% because a lot of times the percentage I have to give is not money, but it's time and talent and energy.
Exactly.
And, what you have to give is what you can give. Mm-hmm. And you may not have a dime, but you can give someone the world with a smile or a kind word.
And money is time. Time is money, too. So, like you said, just giving of your time that you could be working to make money.
Exactly.
Or your food, the food that you have, if you have excess or extra.
Or even if you don't, if you share it with someone, you can have a sandwich with a homeless guy. It's not going to kill me to not eat a full sandwich one day.
That's true.
Unless
the homeless guy says, I asked for ketchup. I've had that happen. I said ketchup on my hamburger. Okay, well, we'll have to catch up later then. Now you're freaking me out, buddy.
You're funny.
But I think that's a beautiful, beautiful law, and it's You know, that's why music has become such an important part of my life, because you know, the acting is a very self-centered, me headshots and pictures, and you know, you get to play roles, which is my favorite part. Like we mentioned, the Saints and Soldiers. Your father, Nash, W.C. Nash, right?
Yep.
Was in Battle of the Bulge.
Yes, he was.
You were telling me, and was out there at war, and that's what Saints and Soldiers, the movie I did several years ago, is all about. Starts there, but talk about, you know, even the Army and the military, they give a lot of their time. It's freedom for us that we get. Nothing comes for free. So I'm a big fan and supporter of the troops, and God bless them for their work, because it's dangerous and it's scary, but they're doing it to protect us.